Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us on The Scoop. I'm Hannah Von Grump, and I'll be your host. On today's show, we'll meet some incredible people. First, we'll get to hear about a unique gift shop in San Clemente. Then, we'll learn from a local college professor about photography. After that, we'll hear from our very own Saddleback filmmaker and what makes their film stand out. Then, we'll learn about the amazing things at the career fair, along with a relaxing style of painting. And finally, how the Orange Homegrown Foundation has been helping out the community. For our first segment, we'll start with a gift shop down in San Clemente called Cottage Bliss. They've been selling specialty items like unicorn snot. Let's go check it out.
Cottage Bliss is located in the heart of Spanish Village in beautiful downtown San Clemente in South Orange County. This little beach town has much to offer, with its great restaurants, window shopping, and the short walk to the San Clemente Pier. Right in the heart of it all, Cottage Bliss carries gifts, collectibles, specialty items, jewelry, and pretty much anything that you could ever dream of in pink. Owner Deb Morano's signature has always been that of the fairy godmother who hands out wishes along with your purchase in the form of fairy dust.
It started out with shabby chic type stuff that I was selling, and then it kind of moved on to more kiddie stuff because we started with that fairy dust and we would give the kids fairy dust. And it just went over really good. So then I thought, oh, I love this. I love how these little kids get all excited. And we just gradually moved into kid stuff.
Now, Cottage Bliss has become the happiest place in South Orange County, with the most unique blend of products that range from toys to Tyler, a specialty soy-based candle product. And they are the only local vendor who carries Pusheen kittens, in addition to a plethora of Beanie Babies and the widest variety of fairies, narwhals, and unicorns we've ever seen. This is truly every little girl's dream come true. Their fans, however, include a wide range of customers, from local tourist population to teens, grandmothers, in addition to dads looking to make little girls' dreams come true.
You can tell when a kid's come in for the first time and the parents are like, okay, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, because the kids come in and they just want to touch everything, and then we give them their fairy dust and they're like, where am I? It's like so many parents come in, they're like, this is like Disneyland. And yeah, it's so fun seeing like kids just full of wonder and walking around, and they go into the little Beanie Baby area and they're looking up at all the lights and like, I want to live here. It's so cute.
Every year, they join their other vendors for a huge street fair called the Glitz. During the Glitz, the entire community gathers as the streets close, and they have a Christmas celebration right in the heart of the village. They dress up and pass out prayers and wishes in the form of fairy dust to the community. One of the most endearing qualities to this neighborhood is how the local vendors refer business to each other. In a world where social media dominates and competition rules the consumer's decision-making, it's heartwarming to know there's still a few businesses that are so special that word of mouth is just about the only way to find them.
I love how the community, we always are able to recommend each other to each other's stores based on what anyone else's needs are.
If we don't have it, we really try to figure out a store, on the street that we can send them to. And a lot of times they'll tell them too, because I'll talk to the owners. I go, oh yeah, you send down some people, and they send people to us too. So it works both ways, which I think is awesome to do that.
What amazing things they sell there. To learn more on where the place is, the address is shown down below. Now for our college professor, Ryan Even. He took the time out of his day to give us valuable information about how to work a camera and about the photography department here at Saddleback. Let's go to Jared to learn some more.
Hello, I'm Jared, here with another segment of College Talk. Here in the studio today, I have a college professor that is the chairman of the photography department. Since 2011, he has been teaching photography at Saddleback College, along with traveling the world showing his artwork. Please welcome Ryan Even. Pleasure having you in the studio, Ryan.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So Ryan, tell me, what are some of the goals for the photography department?
The photography department is trying to create a certificate for the CTE program to help students be able to start their own businesses as entrepreneurs. Since photography in general has changed, since it's been changed into digital, it has become more difficult to become an in-house photographer. There's far fewer, that it tends to be more contractual. And so by creating a certificate for students as entrepreneurs, that they will be able to have the skills necessary to begin their own careers as photographers. That's our main goal right now.
That's good. That's good. So in that case, what do your students get out of this once you take your photography department or program?
So students will be able to obviously use their cameras, because you can't do much without the camera. They will know how to compose an image. They'll know what makes a good image. They'll understand about tone and color, things like that. They'll also know how to, some of the steps that they need to create a portfolio and become a strong artist, or if they decide to go the other route, to be a working entrepreneurial photographer, to start their own businesses, basically. They'll know how to process an image correctly, as well as be able to know how to socially market themselves and get things out there beyond Instagram.
That's true. That's true. So in that case, tell me what makes Saddleback photography program stands out compared to just other like UCs or Cal States.
So compared to other Cal States or UCs, that's a 4-year program. They have a lot more time to go much deeper than we do it here, where this program is really designed to help students transfer to those 4-year programs, or to get them the necessary experience and education to go out and actually start their own businesses. So when the difference between the two really is that they get to touch the equipment. There's enough equipment to go around. They are able to work with it. It's industry standard equipment in most cases. And that hasn't been my experience at the UC or CSU level. That a lot of time it's a lot of theory, which is great and necessary, but sometimes I think that students are underprepared coming out of those 4-year colleges sometimes because they didn't have the access to the equipment.
I see. So with that, do you have any success stories from previous students that have made it so far in the department?
Yeah, we have a lot of students that have gone on to start their own businesses, and they're doing very successfully. I follow them on Instagram, so I know that they're doing well. They're producing really good work, which is great. We have some students that have gone to Art Center, Cal Arts, Psych, to RISD, which is an odd one. They've gone on to Pratt, a lot of really well-known schools, as well as they've gone on to work for other corporations. There's one that's doing drone footage for a drone company for commercials and cinema, which is doing very well as well. And she started right here at Saddleback, so it's pretty cool to see that they've gone on to do something really well.
That's good. So since you said we have more of a hands-on equipment for Saddleback, what kind of exact equipment do we use in just a sense or two?
Well, our school has a full set of cameras, but not. We have a lot of gear. We're lucky to have that. We didn't quite have that when we were a wet lab class or wet lab studio here, but we now have a lot of digital cameras, and that there's a commitment by the school to upgrade those cameras to be consistent with what is current. Right, so we don't have a lot of outdated gear. We're lucky enough to have some full-frame cameras and medium format camera, a lot of really nice expensive lenses so that you get the best optical quality, and we have a studio, which a lot of places don't have, as well as lighting, which you don't see in most photography programs. So we're really, really lucky.
That's really good. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank Ryan Even for coming out of the studio and talking about the photography program. Hope you enjoyed this today for Professor's College Talk, and I'd like to take it back to the studio.
Thank you, Jared, and a special thank you to Ryan for taking the time out to come talk with us. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have a special filmmaker interview for you, so don't change that channel. The Scoop will be right back.
Saddleback College enriches its students and the South Orange County community by providing a comprehensive array of high-quality courses and programs. We foster student learning and success in the attainment of academic degrees and career technical certificates, transfer to four-year institutions, and improvement of basic skills. We dedicate ourselves to excellence in academics, student support, and community service. We hope Saddleback College will be your first choice.
Welcome back. Our next guest is Nicole Calloway, a local filmmaker from Saddleback whose very deep human connection of a story has been making quite an impact. Let's hear from Nicole herself about this incredible film.
My movie is about Corey, a young woman who breaks into people's houses to live vicariously through their possessions and try on their lives. She's driven by loneliness and a need for connection, and the night that the story takes place, she finds the homeowner dead. She feels she has an emotional connection to him, so she stays. I wanted to explore a one-sided relationship, and so then that sort of evolved into the idea of one of the characters being alive and one of the characters being dead.
I read these letters to your mom. Sorry if that makes you uncomfortable.
The story at the core of it is about the human condition and the effects of isolation and the universal need for human connection. I think it was just interesting exploring it with the actors because we didn't do any kind of rehearsals or anything. I just took my actor, or especially my actress, the lead, who plays the lead character, aside our week before, and we just sort of talked about it and talked about the character and created the character together. So that was pretty special. And then I just sort of just watched how she created her on screen. I definitely want to make more short films in the future. Right now I'm working on treatments for screenplays and writing screenplays and working on a feature.
What a great movie. We definitely hope to see her films on the big screen soon. To see the film from Nicole, follow this link, or see her at the film festival at the Newport Beach Film Festival, Saturday, April 27th. For our next segment, we have the career fair Saddleback here had on campus. Plenty of students found opportunities for possible future careers. So, let's go see what that was all about.
The Career Fair is an annual event where employers are brought to campus to offer students employment as well as get their business more exposure. Students can get information about the company's requirements and how they can get involved. The Career Fair has had many students gain knowledge and learn about the tools they need for their own specific career paths. Students are able to receive academic training and become prepared for what the future holds.
For this opportunity, a student can just come here right on campus, and they have all of these employers here that are actively searching for students, especially with the availability that they have, looking for the flexibility that they want, and this is just a great opportunity for them to see what their choices are out there.
In our career fairs, we have a variety of opportunities. I don't limit it to just part-time, full-time. It really is open-ended to internships, part-time, full-time opportunities. So students could get that first internship opportunity just by speaking with somebody at the career fair.
Many students who go to the career fair can start internships with the companies. This allows them to gain experience and get a foot in the door with the job of their choice.
I really like how personable everybody's been so far. Meeting everybody that I've met, which is only a handful. I've only been to a few booths at the moment, but everybody that I have talked to has been really, really sweet and just encouraging. They're saying, go for it. I tell them a little bit about my background, which academically and career-wise might not have something to do with their field, but they're saying, no, you can definitely utilize that in a certain area.
The career fair is an open opportunity to get ahead in the student's major or learn about the different choices that companies and employers can offer.
I think these career fairs are a great opportunity, one, to get to learn what different careers are there out there in the world. I, for instance, didn't take advantage of this while going through college, and I wish I did, because you come to learn that there are different opportunities out there. I think sometimes when we're geared towards just those that are related to our majors, it may be limiting. So I feel like if students come out here, they'll be able to at least come to learn what's locally available to them.
If you'd like to find out more about the career fair, please visit saddleback.edu/jobs/career fair.
What a great way to get your foot in the door. To learn more about the career fair, follow the link down below. We're going to take another quick break, but make sure you don't change the channel and you don't click away because the Scoop will be right back. We'll see you then. Welcome back. Now, let's switch over to some painting. But not just any type of painting, but an art form that's therapeutic and helps relax the mind. So, let's brush our way over to the next video to learn a little bit about this therapeutic way of painting. Let's roll on over. Today in the studio, we have local author and artist Deborah Harper with us. Deborah will be showing us a fun demonstration on watercolor. I'll be joining her, and if you at home want to grab some paper and watercolor, you can join us too. So Deborah, why don't you talk to us about what we're doing here today with watercolor?
Well, today we're going to be doing a little bit of healing art. And so it's not like regular art where you're trying to make something beautiful or pretty. This is going to come from your soul, and just we're going to try to evoke some feelings and things through color. And
All right.
so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to stand here in front of our blank piece of paper, and you're just going to get a feeling, or a feeling is going to come to you, or an impression or something, and you're going to paint it just as good as you can. So you're going to pick up the color that feels right to you, and like that.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. I definitely already have some ideas and some feelings in mind.
Great.
So we can jump right in onto our art.
Yes, I did too.
So I'm going in with my first color. I'm going in with blue because I'm kind of feeling like just a little sleepy. You know, it's
Calm.
had a long weekend, so it's
yeah.
got the, I guess I'll say the Monday blues. So Deborah, how long have you been doing painting like this?
About 10 years.
And what inspired you to get started?
Well, I was invited in a healing room to paint healing art, and so this is how I started. I just started painting my feelings, started painting what it came to me, and through the process I would have not necessarily beautiful pieces of art, but I would actually experience healing. And I teach classes as well, and people that have been to my class have actually been healed of fibromyalgia and
Wow.
different processes through the process.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Did you paint before you started doing this?
I was a graphic artist.
Oh, okay.
So, a graphic designer, and so, yeah, I was back in the day before computers, and we did things by hand.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go in now with probably a nice red.
Yeah.
Because I am feeling, I don't want to say I'm feeling hungry.
Feeling hungry.
I'm seeing hungry as red.
Hungry as red.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you do it. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be, make sense at all.
Definitely seeing go for some, I don't even know if I'm thinking of red food.
Yeah. I just saw some power, so I put some orange down, and now I'm going to go back with some blue. For some reason, it's still feeling powerful, so I'm just slapping in a little blue here and there.
Deborah, can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Yes, I wrote a book called I Am, and it's a book of affirmations. And when you read it, it just feels good. It just feels good because it edifies your soul with the words that have been inspired inside. And I painted in the same process, though I took the words and I painted the words to the color.
Okay.
So if it was red, violet, I used all the colors of the spectrum so little children could learn colors. And I painted like wonderful in red, violet, or powerful in red. And so that's how the illustrations came about.
So it's a good way for kids to not only learn their colors, but also learn to express their feelings through that.
Yes, when you read words to yourself, or when you speak, or anytime words are put out in the universe, they do something. So they produce something either good or bad.
Okay.
So if you read to yourself, I am wonderful, I am powerful, I am successful, then your brain goes to work and you become what you speak.
Oh, that's really, all right. Well, I'm kind of already feeling how myself in this painting. Already feeling my sort of non-artistic, but fully emotionally realized in this.
Awesome.
How are you doing over there?
I'm doing.
That's a great way to put it. I love that.
I'm just pretty much doing.
Right. All right. I'm gonna put my little signature on it. And all right, Deborah, can I have you come over and look at my paintings?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's talk
see.
about.
I'm excited to
my
see what
feelings.
you
Let's
did.
have some therapy session. Yeah. So I did some nice, just some stripes of color, because I was just seeing washes of color with the calmness and when I said, with the hunger, but then when you mentioned powerful, I thought the power in that. Yeah. And then the purple was just kind of to feel I sort of had my femininity in there too. And so it's just, kind of me right now.
Yeah, it is. And I just see this beautiful wave, this washing wave of color, of blue, and that's just can depict the washing of your emotions.
Well, I had a lot of fun. That's all the time we have for our demonstration today. If you want to connect with Deborah and see more of her work, you can check out her work at the Hugo Rivera Art Gallery in Laguna Beach or at their website at harpersgallery.com. You can also buy her book, I Am, on Amazon today. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you everyone who joined us, and I'll meet you guys back in the studio. To learn more about Deborah's art, you can visit the website down below, and you can find her book on Amazon. We have one last segment for you guys. We talked to a group called Orange Homegrown about how they're teaching people how to farm. Let's go see.
In the middle of suburban Orange, California, you'll find a working organic farm. It's part of a mission to get people back into the practice of home gardening.
Welcome to the Education Farm in Old Town Orange. My name is Megan Penn, and I'm the Executive Director and co-founder of Orange Homegrown Foundation.
Organic farmers do not use chemical pesticides or herbicides. Instead of chemical fertilizers, green waste is turned to nitrogen-rich compost.
Organic farming techniques are very important to us here at the Education Farm. We compost everything on site. We use it in our soil. So the great thing about this education space is that you get hands-on learning. You get an opportunity to try growing food before you actually do it at home.
The Education Farm was created after the group had been running the Orange Certified Farmers Market on Saturday mornings for 6.5 years. They wanted to give people an opportunity to learn how local farmers in the area grew their food. How can you tell if your vegetables are straight from the farm?
So one way to tell if vegetables are fresh out of the ground versus buying something at the grocery store is that they've got their tops on them still, like carrot tops and beet tops. And those are things that you can reuse also and eat.
What else besides fruits and vegetables are available at the Saturday market?
So our farmers and artisans that come to the market, we have about 45 of those. They make a variety of things from homemade pies and jams, fresh vegan tamales, we've got vegan cheese, salsas. It's a variety of wonderful products as well as local seafood. And then our farmers have grass-fed beef and almonds and seasonal citrus and produce. It's wonderful. You got to come check it out.
Farmers markets in other cities exist one day a week. Orange Homegrown Foundation is unique because they run several food-centered community programs all year long.
One specific program I'd love to highlight is our seed lending library that is a partnership with the Orange Public Library Foundation. Orange Homegrown collects seeds that have been donated. We use some here at the farm and then we put the rest into the seed lending library. Those seeds are then repackaged by volunteers and given out to the community.
Another unique partnership reduces food insecurity in the local community.
Guys, we'll come back around a little bit later on. Any excess food that you don't want to take back with you, we'll grab it and we'll get it over there for you. Thank you.
Mike Lirakis is the executive director of the Waste Not OC Coalition and owner of the Cotillo Grill restaurant. They recover perishable foods, freeze them, and distribute them to people in need.
We've partnered with Waste Not OC here in Orange. They will come to the farmers market at the end of the day and then meet with our farmers and artisans, pick up anything that they aren't going to be selling the next day. They bring it back to Cotillo Grill where that food is repurposed into some sort of a meal and then packaged and brought out to a lot of our local food pantries.
It's as simple as dropping this bag in boiling water, and in 20 minutes it is a complete nutritious meal in the form of a stew with fresh vegetables. It's just a tremendous product.
Orange Homegrown is a volunteer-driven organization. You can help at the market, the farm, or any of their other programs.
So if you're interested in volunteering at the farm, we are here from 9:30 to 11:30 every Friday. Also, if you want to find more information about our organization, please visit our website at orangehomegrown.org. And we also have a Facebook and Instagram page.
Such an inspiring story. They're really doing some amazing things to help the people of our community. If you have any questions about Orange Homegrown, then check out their website. Well, this wraps up this episode of The Scoop. I want to give a very special thank you to everyone who took their time out to talk with us and share their stories. We'll see you next season. I'm Hannah Von Gremp, and thank you so much for watching.